Yo, what's going on, guys? If you guys have been around the channel or subscribed to the channel for a while now, you'll know that back in November of 2020, one of my cats passed away, and everyone's like, oh, it's just an animal. But the thing with that is, animals, they become part of your family, you know? And we got a new kitten last year, the one year mark from when Gremlin passed away. Uh, And it's crazy how much that cat resembles Gremlin. Like, she has symmetrical paw prints on her sides, and Gremlin had symmetrical swirls. She has the same purr. She has the same eye contact. She has the same. Well, she's a different color, but she's still a kitten, so she might have brown and black come in later, because right now she's white and black, and she's starting to turn brown. You can kind of see pigments in her fur. But, so that's really crazy to me. She's got the same purr. And I'm sure if when she gets a little bit older, well, she's a girl, so her voice might not get as deep, but she'll have similar to the same meow. And that's just crazy to me. And that's crazy to me that it's already been a year and a half, or a year and 3 months since he passed away. It's crazy how far I've come, and in terms of everything, in terms of I'm doing better in school than I was. I'm enjoying my life more because I get to see my friends regularly, and I've just overall become a happier person. And now that we're out of quarantine, it's my life is just I just feel more at peace with things, you know. And Sunday night, my other cat, Leo, Gremlin's brother, they're twins. So Leo was 18 years old, about 18 and a half years old. Sunday night, Leo was sleeping, and we checked his heart rate. His heart rate was 220 beats per minute while he was sleeping. That's insanely high. And the average heartbeat for a cat is 140 to 220, but that's the average heartbeat, not the resting heartbeat. I would assume the resting heartbeat would be about 120, not 220. And I counted for 15 seconds. I counted 56 lub dubs in 15 seconds, for lack of a better phrase. And then multiplied it by 4, because obviously there's 4 15-second terms in a minute, and that works out to 224 beats per minute. And we immediately took him to the emergency vet, and we don't even really know what he had, but there's a few things he could have had. He might have had heart disease, he might have had kidney failure, he might have been anemic, we don't know. But all we know is that he lost a pound and a half in 3 days, and that's crazy. He was like just shy of 10 pounds, like 9.8, and he was 8.4 when we took him in last night. And really emotional car ride there, really emotional everything. Like, last night I'm on the bowling team for my school, so we had our last meet of the season because a town not too far from us needed to get. I'm on JV because I'm a freshman and I started this year, so I'm not that good. But a town really close to us needed to get one more meet in order to qualify for regionals. I don't know what they're going to be doing at regionals because they're not that good anyways. If our JV can go up and beat both their varsity teams, I don't know. But I mean, hey, every team deserves a shot at regionals. You know, maybe they'll just pull a corn cob out of their ass and just go for it. You know, I don't know. It'd be insane to see them as state champions. But anyways, that's besides the point. Um, I bowled 186. That's my highest, my all-time high. My average is about 120 to 140, so 130-ish. So not too bad. I've definitely improved from my 70-80 average at the beginning of the season in December, and that's crazy to me. I just look at it and it's like, wow, in such a short amount of time I've learned so much and improved so much, and that blows my mind, you know. But yeah, so I got my varsity letter because I bowled varsity last night against that other city, and I ended up beating the person who I was up against, so that's pretty cool. And I ended up getting my letter that way. You can also get your letter from academics, but I'm not really that smart. I'm an A minus B plus student, so I'm pretty sure academic letter is 3.8 or higher. I believe I have a 3.66 or 3.73, something around there. I don't know, but it's really good, but not good enough. Um, it's good enough where I could probably get into any school I want as long as it's not Ivy League. But like U of M, Michigan Tech, U of M says they only accept down to a 3.8 to 4.0, but I am going to be an Eagle Scout, and that's a boosting factor. So I'm sure I'll get in if I apply. But I want to go to school for engineering. So yeah, it's obviously a higher academic requirement. And when I was talking to my dad when he went to engineering school, and they still say this to this day. My dad went to school back in the late '90s. They still say this to this day because my friend's brother went to school for engineering. My friend who's a senior, his brother's in school for engineering right now, and the professor said, "Look to your left, look to your right. One of those people isn't gonna graduate with you." And they were right. My dad's class, um, only 60% of the people who went to Kettering University in Flint for engineering in that 4 year period. I don't remember the exact 4 year period. It was late '90s, maybe even into the early 2000s. 60% of only 60% of the people graduated, which is crazy to me. But anyways, that's besides the point. Um, so I'm home from school right now. It's 9:05 a.m. I have school today. Uh, we took. I just. There's just too much going on right now. I do have to go to school for a few hours today though, so that's that. But last night we took Leo in. And he was trying his hardest, man. He was that cat. I swear he would reply to you. You'd be like, "Hey Leo, I love you. You know that." He'd be like, "Meow." It was so cute. That cat was something else, man. And it's like, yeah, it's just an animal, but they were 18 years old. My parents have had them longer than my sister and I. I'm 14 and a half years old. And that's just crazy to me. But it's just crazy to me that he's gone. It was the same way when Gremlin passed away. It's like, I can't believe he's really gone. But I'll link the video from when Gremlin passed away down below in the description. I was a lot more vocal and crying a lot more, and I care just as much that Leo's gone as I do about Gremlin, but death is a way of life, and I don't know if I'm still shocked or what, but I'm definitely sad. You guys can probably hear it in my voice, but I kind of knew that it was coming. I cried and cried and cried all week long so far, and this is literally the first time I've had my computer on in 5 or 6 days, just because the last 5 or 6 days I was downstairs with Leo, making sure he was all right, and kind of coming to my terms with him. And in a way, I'm kind of happy for him because we know that he's in a better place. We know that he's up there with Gremlin, with everyone who ever loved him, who's obviously not here on this planet still. But I'm just glad he's not in pain. He's not suffering anymore, And I think that was the last gift that we can give him. And as much as it hurts to think about and hurts to say, it's true. He wasn't in any pain Sunday night, but as he went through the week, as he lost weight because he couldn't eat on his own, he started to be in pain because his bladder started giving out. And that's when we were like, "Yep, we have to do this. We have to do this." And we had to take him in and have him put down, and My dad, I've never really seen my dad cry. My dad cried when Gremlin passed away. Um, February has just sucked. Gremlin passed away in November of 2020. Four of our family members, well, three of our family members, one of a very close family friend, passed away in February. Not just in February, in the same year. Not just in the same year, which also means in the same 28-day span, in the same week. So four people who we were close to passed away in a 5-day span. At first, it was my great-grandfather on February 17th. Then it was my dad's best friend, Steve, on February 19th. He unfortunately took his own life. On the 21st, it was my great aunt, and on the 23rd, it was my 8-year-old cousin, who died from a failed kidney transplant. And that just breaks my heart, because I was 10 years old at the time, so we weren't too different in age, so we got along pretty well, and it just breaks my heart. And wow, 5 years ago exactly, when Leo passed away, that's when she passed away, the 23rd. It's that same 7-day span, but 5 years later. February just sucks, man. February sucks. But when we were in there last night with Leo, getting ready to have him put down, he just went so fast. When we were in there, I was holding him. He loved being on his back, man. But my dad was out test driving F-150 for fuel economy with loads on the trailer, and so he was working overtime. We were out till 3 last night because I ended up meeting back up with them and riding around with them for a bit. We were out till 2:45 and didn't get home till like 3:30. So that was crazy, but so my dad and his friend, because he was driving around with his friend, came to the veterinary office. His friend stayed out in the truck, but my dad came in, and I've never seen my dad cry like that. Like, he was crying more than I was, and oh my god, it just pains me, man. It pained me to see Leo in that state. It pained me to see my dad in that state. It pained me to see my mom and sister in that state. I don't know anymore. It's just crazy to me that he's actually gone. And to that, I don't know. I know I posted that I'm not going to be recording, uploading, or streaming until Leo's gone, but I think I'm going to need some time to actually take this in and kind of wrap my mind around this, because I know he's gone, it just hasn't really set in yet, you know? Unless I know he's gone, unless it set in that he was gone on Sunday when we found out that he was going to die this week. Unless it already set in that he was going to be gone, and I've already come to peace with it, which I don't think I have. It was the same way when Gremlin passed away. They told me that he passed, and I was like, oh, that's really sad. And I sat there for 15 minutes, and I wasn't affected at first, but after about 15 minutes, I was on the ground crying. And I was 13 years old at this point. So I wasn't a young child. I was the height of maturity, you know? Well, not maturity, the height of maturation, which is puberty. But that's just crazy to me. So yeah, Leo's gone, and I'm happy for him. He's in a better place now, and I think we should all be grateful for the time that we have with our pets when they pass, for the moments we had, and be happy for them because they're in a better place. And yeah, so without further ado, that's it for today, guys. So stay tuned. I'll keep you guys posted. And yeah. Without further ado, that's it for me for today. I'm out. Peace.